They took everything from us.
Muy buenas nación YouTube, ¿cómo andan? Yo soy Lucas Baini, esto es Cámara en Mano y estamos en una nueva entrevista en el canal. En este caso una muy particular porque tuve el honor de hablar con Frank Miller, el responsable de cómics super icónicos como El regreso del Caballero de la Noche, 300, la mejor época de Daredevil en los cómics, que el mes pasado vio como uno de sus trabajos, Maldita o Cursed, llegó a la pantalla de Netflix. Hablé con Frank Miller, también con el co-creador de la serie y el libro en el que se basa, Tom Wheeler, y con uno de los protagonistas de la serie, Daniel Sharman. Me van a ver un poco cambiado porque fue hace un tiempo la entrevista, no la pudimos editar antes, hubo como unas complicaciones. Y también un poco nervioso, pues estaba hablando con Frank Miller. Fue muy poquito tiempo, espero que lo disfruten muchísimo y presten atención a la biblioteca que tiene atrás Miller mientras hablamos en Zoom. Disfrútenlo, nos vemos al final del video. Muchas gracias por ese like, la suscripción y eso que ayuda muchísimo a seguir teniendo entrevistas muy interesantes acá en Cámara en Mano. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Such an honor to being here with you today.
Nice to meet you.
First of all, I always think in Arthur as our first Superman or Batman. It's amazing how many different takes this legend has. It can be a Disney movie or a high-speed tale in the hands of Guy Ritchie, or this particular take in Cursed. Which is for you that thing that allows those legends to be that open for reinterpretations?
Well, we grew up both really impacted by this mythology. I think I would go to the characters are so enduring. Something Frank said very early on when we were talking about this world and just about Arthur as a character who kind of emerges to bring kind of order and light out of a barbaric world. I think there's real power in kind of youth, kind of seizing the sword and facing off against huge kind of forces that draw us in, and then you have the original druid in Merlin the Magician. Just doesn't get any more iconic or imitated or anything. He's just such a great character, and it was just a thrill to be able to do our take on those characters.
Which was your relationship with the Arthurian legends before this role?
I'd read it as like a boy, I'd seen, I'd read little sections as a boy, I think when I was like 10, 11. And then I watched the movie Excalibur. Yeah. When I was like, a long time ago. So I knew little bits. I knew the legend, obviously, but not hugely detailed.
Arthur really represents who brings order out of chaos. That the world makes no sense. The world's ruled by crazy magic and tribes and churches and monsters and all of this, and everybody's fighting everybody. And the knights are a pack of rascals who are running around stealing and killing people. And Arthur's the figure that emerges and creates, it basically forces civilization upon mankind. And that's what makes this legend a virtuous one and one that sticks with it.
It's kind of crazy, right? Like everyone remembers the name Arthur and nobody knows why. It's just a well-known legend.
It seems to be ingrained in the in the culture, that it seems to be like one of those myths and stories that just that seems to kind of permeate all cultures, and you can't even say exactly when you sometimes heard it, but there's always, like, people always know what it is.
I read that you have had access to the Arthurian archives for the research to create the book and the series. Which was that piece of information that blew your mind when you found it?
I think, I'm not sure about archives, but we drew upon our own inspirations, but there's always, there's Mallory, there's so many different kind of versions that it's almost like Arthur was the first shared universe, because for hundreds of years, authors were bringing their new interpretations, their new worlds. This is kind of a progression of storytelling. I think for me, what was inspiring was to be at these locations in Wales and in Ireland, or and in London, England, these castles, these coastlines. There's a place in Wales, a cave where they claim Merlin was born. So by working with this incredible design team and these artists from the UK, you feel very connected to the mythology. They take a great deal of pride in their myths and legends, and you feel it kind of alive in the environment.
And this is a highly physical role for you. How was the process to get into these perfect action scenes and this character in particular?
Yeah, I think I knew when I took the role on that a lot of it was a physical version of a character. So I did a lot of training, a lot of stunt work, and then a lot of movement work. Separately from the production were great. They put us all up in in London. They had a farm, Steve Dent Farm, which is is renowned for training actors and doing stunts and stuff. So we all went out there and rode horses and did that. And then I did some separate work by myself on the character's physicality but yeah, it's a combination really of a few things.
I love how you are changing the side to the camera and the screen. It's super difficult talking through this,
It's too much. This whole thing, Lucas, is all a bit strange to me.
It's super strange, definitely. But I like how you've been kind of traveling through different time periods in your career. First Immortals, then Medici, and now this. Is it kind of fun for you working on period pieces?
I think so. I think I just have a face that doesn't work in modern times. People keep putting me in things that I was talking to someone before, and I just said I've got to. I think the next thing will have to be something that is relatively recent, because otherwise I'm just gonna kind of be consigned to the history book.
Definitely, everyone is going to think like you're a time traveler or something.
Exactly.
You're someone from the past, man.
I've never, exactly. I can't actually, I don't know what Velcro is, or a mobile phone. It's like
you don't have Instagram.
No, exactly. I don't know what any of that is.
We are speaking of legend here.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about these characters and these places, well, the places we've been to, they exist, but there's some scholars who don't believe there ever was a King Arthur. And so that gives us wonderful sources. But it also gives us a beauty of liberation, because we're doing the same thing people around campfires did. We're spinning another yarn. We're lying along with the rest of them.
But you're lying as a mastermind. Thank you so much for your time. We have to wrap up. It's been an honor just to be in this conversation with you guys. Congratulations on the series and the book.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time in this particular time, actually. So congratulations for the new role, and have a good day.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Stay safe.